you lovely lot, and a big warm welcome to anybody new joining my channel today. If you are new and nail art is right up your street, then please consider subscribing. Guys, we're going to do a butterfly set today. I'm going to start off with the aqua gel that I'm going to use, and it's from Yogi. And what I'm going to do is lay down on the ring finger a really super thin layer, and this is what I'm going to put my holographic butterflies into. Now, I decided to do a mint and lemon set for you today, so I have pulled out 3 different colours of butterflies. One's holographic in the green, the yellow, and then it's like a clear, but when it shifts in the light, it reflects off the green and the yellow ones. It's so pretty. And as you can see at the back here, I've got this little tray and there's lots and lots of different colours. There's blue, pink, gold, but like I said, I pulled out a few of the ones that I needed today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the tip. So I've got extra long stiletto full tips in the red iguana hand. I have clipped off the end and filed it into a extra long ballerina shape. So I am going to use my picker up tool and I'm going to do a straight line down the middle from the tip all the way down to the cuticle area. And as I get towards the bottom, I'm going to cut a butterfly in half to fit around that cuticle area. Then what I'm going to do is, because it's so thin at the top and wider on the nail bed, I'm going to cut some of the butterflies in half. And it worked out fantastic. Now, these tips have a really sharp C curve on them, and you'll see as I fit the butterflies. I have sped this up, guys, but as I attach them and push them into the aqua gel, the reason I'm using aqua gel is that if it was gel, it would slide around, and by using the aqua gel, it gives me time. It doesn't set up until I put it in the lamp, and I wanted it to be clear. I didn't want anything on that nail but these beautiful butterflies. I just wanted to do a full nail of butterflies. So everything that I use today, guys, is listed in the description box below, including links for the practice hand, the nail tips, and everything else that I use. And this is how it's finished. So as you can see, I went yellow clear, green clear, yellow clear, all the way down to the bottom, and again up the side, but I swapped it round. So where it was clear, I did a colour, and where it was green, I did a yellow at the side, and vice versa all the way up that nail. Then what I'm going to do is pop that in the lamp and give it a double cure. So I want to make sure that it's completely set underneath those butterflies. So I'm going to do a extended nail bed. So I'll pop that bead down, feather down the back, make sure it's nice and flush. Meanwhile, it starts to set at the tip area, so I can then come in and shape it, and it isn't going to stick to my brush. I feel like I'm trying to rush. Everybody's nipped out, and I thought while they're out, I'll quickly voice over this set. I didn't sleep very well last night, like at all, and I knew I'd got this on my phone, and I keep thinking I'll do it, but you know, if your head's not in the right space. Anyway, I had a little nap, I had a cheeky little sleep, and grabbed half an hour, and I've just had a shower and I feel loads better. And my daughter's come back from Leeds and my husband's gone to pick her up, so I thought, while the house is empty and it's nice and quiet, I'll get this voiced over. So once I'm happy with that extended nail bed and that's all done, you've seen me do that loads and loads of times, I'm then going to come in with a small bead and pop it on the little finger, tuck it in around that cuticle area, pat, pull and press to make sure it goes from side to side and up that nail bed area, and then as it hits where I want it to stop, I'm going to fade that down. Now, you guys know that when I do ombres, I like to have my nail bed at a slight angle, so I'll come in with a small little bead on the left side just to elongate that side and give me the angle that I'm looking for. Then I'm going to do a marble, and I am using Apple Shine, Coconut Milk and Sunny Days. They are beautiful, beautiful pigmented colours. Now what you find me doing here on these nails, and I do it to all of them, is if the green takes over or if there's a little bit too much yellow, I'll come in with a small bead and then just thread that through, just to break up any block of colours. So once I'm happy with that, I'm then going to dip it into a fine yellow, which is from Sonia Williams. It's called New Arrival, and a beautiful mint shade with some I think it's little triangles and little bits of mylar. It's called Jasmine from the Glitter Fairy. I think she's rebranded and it's now called Miss Lucy's. But like I said, everything that I use is below in the description box. So I'm just going to pop that on that nail and thread it through that marble. And then I'm going to move on to the pointer finger. And here I'm going to do an ombre between Apple Shine, that beautiful green. So tuck that in around that cuticle area, down that side walls, and then pull the front of that bead up the nail to get that blend. I'll leave that to set. I always do if I do a ombre. I always leave it to set. If I went in with a yellow, I find it harder to blend the two together, but we'll come back to that. Meanwhile, I've filed in the smile line and I'm going to come in with a yellow gel polish, and I'm going to build it right up to that wall. I want it to go right up and over. I am going to zap that in the lamp and give it a full cure, and then I'm going to do it again so it just intenses that gel line around that smile line. While that's in the lamp, I'm going to come in with Sunny Days, pop it at the tip area and blend that back. Make sure I've got my side walls in, the tip is nice, nicely shaped. So you know how much I love filing, guys? Not. And then what I'm going to do is come in where that blend is and fade that back. And then what I'm going to do is come in with a really teeny tiny wet bead of the green, and this is where I'm going to get my blend. So as you saw there, the yellow took over a little bit too much, so I just pushed it back with my brush. Then while that acrylic is wet, I'm going to put in some of those pearlescent butterflies that I've used on the ring finger, and I'm going to flutter those across that nail. So I've put about 3 or 4, I think I put 3 and then a half of one on. Now you'll see that the one at the bottom sticks out. Now I don't show it on camera, but I pulled it off and gave it a little squeeze so that it went around that C curve, because they are really, really, the C curve is proper sharp on these tips. Then what I'm going to do is marble those 2 colours and pop it on the tip area. So I'll do it around one side and then push it around the other. So I'm using the 3 colours again. I'm using exactly the same as I did on the little finger. So I've got Coconut Milk, Apple Shine and Sunny Days. And I'm marbling those together and I'm pushing it up against that gel polish. And again, if it's too yellow, I'll come in with small beads of the Apple Shine just to break it up, and vice versa if I find that it's too green. So I'll pop those wet beads on, clean my brush, and then swirl it up, down, up. Don't play with it too much, leave it at that. Pull in those sides and do it again. So I keep adding those small wet beads, swirl them together all the way till the tip is covered in that beautiful marble. Then I'm going to come in with some of those glitters again, so that Jasmine and that New Arrival, which is the fine yellow glitter. I'm just going to thread a little bit of that through the marble area. Now as you'll notice, I haven't gone up and over the wall on that smile line, because I will clear cap the marble separately, and then when I file I can then pop in, get rid of that gel that's gone up and over the nail bed. So I'm going to clear cap, file those all into shape, and then it's time for the top coat. So I'm going to give this a generous helping of top coat. I will top coat underneath this nail as well, so we can see those beautiful butterflies from both sides. And then we are at the end of our nail play today. I really do hope you've enjoyed our little video. If you have, would you take a moment and hit that thumbs up? It really does help us YouTubers out. And if you're not subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you would. Guys, please stay safe. There's a video at the end as always. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.